Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give you a lecture continuously about happiness. As the true father mentioned about our life of the faith is connected with the happiness. So if we want to know happiness, you must know death. That is eternal happiness in spiritual world. Well, outside secular people, they talk about happiness, they talk about joyful life. That's why they believe if they have a lot of money, if they are rich, they believe they're happy, but actually not. They are trying to pursue the physical, extraordinary pleasure with the sexual, with the drugs, with any drunk of the beer or alcohol beverage. Well, this is a physical extra, the pleasure is not eternal, joyful, and happiness life. So we are discussing about this question. Where does life come from? Where is the eternal happiness? Who decide life and death? If you die after 1 week, what do you spend the time? What is the real meaning of death? This is a question about real life of happiness. I'd like to convey to true parents word, 천성경, page 611. Human beings live through the age of formation, growth, and completion. They live in a world filled with the water. Live on earth, then live in the air. When they go to the heavenly world, in other words, they live through 3 stages of life. The stage of the age of the water inside their mother's womb, the age of the 100 years on earth, and then the age of the spiritual world. Many insect types go through the same stage as a human being. They are born of the water, then they live on the ground, and finally come to the stage of where they are flying around in the air. Human beings have a wing too. Our wings are of higher level of existence. Death is our second birth. Continue, I read. What do we do with the umbilical cords? We cut them. Similarly, our physical body on earth suck the nutrient offered by this world. Then we abandon our physical self when our bodies grow too old. What do we need to develop once we are out of our mother's womb? It is love. We have to receive the element of love while we are here on earth. Just feeding ourselves with the food is not enough. What do we have to complete while we are on earth? In this stage of our lives, we have to complete our character of the love. This is 천성경 message. So Father talk about our ultimate goal, our ultimate element of the developing our spirit is love. Also, we are living through the 3 stage. 10 months in the womb of our mother, and then after the birth, we are living on earth under the 100 years. After death, we are enter the spiritual world. So those 2 stages, formation, growth stage, they are preparing the next world. So living on earth, we are preparing to enter the kingdom of heaven in the spiritual world by doing implement of our true love actions. So we live with true love actions. So that is why we prepare. But also people, They doesn't care about the after death. They just enjoy today with a sexual desire, with the drugs, with the beer, alcohol beverage. So this is a difference between the secular people, our 천일국 blessed family. So if you want to be happy, you must know death. How much do you understand about death? This is the Father's message. Continue, read it. The word death is used here so that we may know the meaning of life. Then who know best value of life? Certainly not the one who cling on to their lives. Only the ones who have been in a life or death situation with only heaven to turn to can know the meaning of life. Should we welcome death or not? We should welcome it. When we are asked what we are dying for, we should answer, I'm dying for the sake of God, true love. Accordingly, we discard our physical body so that we can participate in the realm of the activity of God's infinity love. And for the sake of the word of God's love, this 천성경 메시지. Through death, we detach our unseen respiratory from our physical body and begin breathing the element of love. Love is invisible. Parental and conjugal love help growth of our eternal self. This is 천성경 메시지. The universe is full of the cycle. The snow that covered of the mountain during the winter, eventually the snow melts and flows down to the valley, eventually joining the vast ocean, buffer air from the ocean, and in the end find itself back to the mountains through snow, through the rain. In this cycle, where do things go back to? Everything is universe yearn to go to a higher place, to better place. So Father mentioned about the death is not ending, but it is like a circulate like a snow. When you snow melting on the mountain, they're going down belly, and then through the belly, the water goes through the river. Finally, through the river, water goes to the ocean. And then steam, water, vapor, moving to the continent from the ocean, they are raining, and then doing circulate, same as like this. So same, our life is a circulate, don't worry. Even you die, go back to the original world in the spiritual world, and then your descendant come again through your physical true love action. You will have some descendant, and then your descendant inherit your unfulfilled mission. They are living on earth to complete and fulfilling the mission of your family. This is a divine principle way. I try to read another purpose of the happiness life. This is the Father's word. We must shed our physical self and go to the spiritual world. That is why once you step into this world, you must expect death, and you must endure hardship to establish your divine self as your second self in the elemental world. Well, this is very important. Living on earth, sometimes we will have a hardship life. Why God gave me such a hardship life? If you complain, you are not qualified as a citizenship of the 천일국 blessed family. Hardship means you are developing your spirit. You are now a immature spirit. Through the hardship, you really deeply think about your life and death and spiritual world, then you're going to be sincere. Then you eradicate your fallen nature through hardship life. So hardship is very helpful. It's kind of training yourself continuously. Hence, body is born only when the mother neutral baby, well, while he or she is still inside the womb, this world is just like a baby life inside the womb. That is why we have to learn God's external form, learn His heart, and learn His divine nature as we grow. We have to be brave and willing to throw away our lives to achieve this goal. So living on earth, just everything is go and passing to me and go. Even you receive the money and you spend the money, money come and go. Nothing happens. You hold. So you just think about ultimate perspective of the gods. This is very important. So last, we have to experience love before we go. The fall was the absence of the parental love. That is why we have to form many families around the world centering on the love of true parents, true sibling, true spouse, and true sons and daughters. So when you receive the blessing, you make a four-position foundation. You need the baby, you need the spouse, and then you feel parents' love, conjugal love, children's love, sibling love. Without having such a love of diverse four-position of the foundation, you cannot enter the spiritual world. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven in spiritual world. That's why we need to learn, we need to experience such a four-position of foundation, and then four different type of love. Thank you. Break a time and then I will come back again.